So you remember when I showed you the video of my router and how I customized a bracket for it to just basically fixate it to the wall? Well, I finally found somebody with a bracket that's going to look a lot better for that, and it's 3D printed, and I kind of wanted to demonstrate it and show you what router it is good for, so stay right there. All right, so right here, basically I got my router boxes, and the lower one is the updated Wi-Fi 6 router, and this is Wi-Fi 5. Just a little bit older, but it still worked, but now it doesn't. So anyway, my point to this is this bracket that I'm going to show you here is good for either one of those routers. So the AC3100, it's the RT80. Yeah, RT80. RTAC88U, and I have the RTAX88U. So a little tongue twister there for me, I don't know why. But anyway, the bottom router is the one I'm currently using, and here's the bracket. It's a 3D printed bracket, and I gotta say, that's pretty cool. I found it kind of just on a whim because I was moving it, and I thought, somebody's got to make a bracket for it. So now this is just a shell because this router, which is this one, stopped working on me. Something I think overheated. I put this in the garage. It's possible that it could have just spontaneously stopped working, but I do have the guts out of this because I was trying to diagnose it and see if I could fix it. I was just tinkering around. But anyway, doesn't have the antennas on it, but it does have the spots. It just doesn't have the motherboard in it right now. Where the antennas and you know, anyway, it doesn't have anything in it. This is just the shell, and I kind of wanted to use this to demonstrate because I'm going to be using this. And the shell of this is the exact same shell of the one I'm using upstairs. They just replaced probably the motherboard in here. So anyway, this is what it looks like, and that's the way it would sit on the wall. So it would look like that. It's that thin. And basically with your router like this, with your antennas coming up, if they were coming straight up and out, this would just go up and in like that. So you just put it in there like that and flat against that. Now, if I just let go of the router, it's going to probably fall out. Well, it kind of didn't. So, but as soon as you tweak it, it's going to. So what they do is they provided some holes in the top. And this little bag, you get a couple of screws. This is all that came in the thing, so, or in the shipment. So you put these in, it looks like it is a hex head screw. I don't know if these are stainless steel or not, but they just thread into there. And I may have to get an Allen key, but let me go grab one. All right, so we have this right here. We're just going to run these in just a little bit further. Just till they start coming in there. And basically, that's just going to go over like that. Put it on the wall. Imagine that's on the wall. And I would just hold your router at the same time you're doing this. But you're just going to drive these down. It's kind of hard to see in there. But you're just going to drive these down probably till they just touch. And let's drive this other one down. It's enough to keep it going from side to side and slip out. Okay? And that is not coming out. I'm pulling it away from the bottom, as you can probably see. But it's not coming out. So that's locked in there pretty good. I'll get you a little closer shot. So there's where the screws would go. See that? There's the back. Now it's not centered, but you can imagine it being centered, and that's what it looks like on the bottom. Now, I do have a little bit of a gripe with that. I was just realizing that. Now, we do have some vents up here on the side, and we do have this vent. It does cover that vent, a big portion of it. There's a little bit of, venting around it, but not that much. And of course we have the whole entire back that's vented. So it's kind of one of those catch-22s. I guess I would have preferred not to get to this USB port and maybe even the switches, or I would have liked to see this, probably wrap it around this and create a void in between here. That way it could breathe a little bit better. So that would be my suggestion if I was that person. I don't know if they're ever going to see this, probably not, but maybe I will give him a shout out. But these are, you know, this is a generation or two old, not this one, but the bottom one there for the Wi-Fi 6, even though it's still great. And it's still a $250 router at least, but which I'll put that if you wanted something like that and you wanted a higher end one, because it has 8 ports on the back, so it's still a great router. But yeah, that would be my only gripe about that. And one other thing I did forget to mention, I got this from Etsy, and I think it was about $30. So I got this a few weeks ago. I just can't remember what I spent. I just haven't had time to actually do the video and even hook it up. So other than that, you will have to provide your own screws for mounting it to the wall. However, you're going to fasten it to the wall. It comes with 2 holes there that are pre-drilled for you. So you can do that however you wish. But other than that, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to give this thing a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you have not, and hit that little bell icon next to the subscription button. That way you can get notified for any future videos that I do post. And like always, until next time, take care.